Hi everyone, and welcome to my special vlog today, where I'm going to talk a little bit about this solar eclipse on the Spring Equinox on the 20th of March 2015. Today is the 17th of March 2015, and as I live in Ireland, it is St. Patrick's Day, and happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone who watches today and anyone around the world who's celebrating. May it bring you a lot of joy and happiness and fun, and try not to get too drunk today if you are taking a drink. So I'll start with a cleanse, which at the moment is very important because the moon is waning. And since the full moon, personally, I have been doing spells and rituals every day to release a lot of my own karma, and helping a lot of others do the same. Releasing all that no longer serves you is very important at the moment. And whatever way you choose to do that is completely up to you. But I do offer a service that if you wanted me to create a spell or a ritual for you, I can do that, and you can PM me or make a comment below and I'll get back in touch with you regarding this. Now, just to bring a bit of light to this very special event, the last time we saw something like this in this part of the world where I live, Ireland and the UK and Northern Europe, would have been August 1999. And so on a personal level, for many of us, it's bringing to a close about 15 and a half years of what I would call karmic balance. So it's so important to understand that during that time from August 1999 until now, everyone will have gone through a lot of change, and maybe sometimes very painful change. And if you have things inside of you that need addressing, definitely now is the time to do it, because we're really being pushed to nearly beyond our limitations by the energetic forces around us at the moment. My channels and guides guide me very well, I feel, and I also keep an eye on our sun and our moon. And our sun is flaring quite a lot, which brings a lot of disturbance to the more sensitive of you, normally in the way of a headache or body pain or both of the above. But it also brings to light maybe issues which you need to address in your own life. And I find the best way, and this is my cat Aurora, who is dying to say hello, and she keeps wanting to knock the camera over because she wants me to play with her. So that's important too. We must give her a little cuddle now. And the best way to address what's going on in your life is to be completely honest. And sometimes that's very hard because people around you may want to live in a little bubble of pretense that everything is happy, and really it's not. There are things that need to be looked at, and I think when the sun flares, certainly on a personal level for me, sometimes it promotes a lot of anger inside of me because I have things that I need to release and let go of, and I don't always do it in the correct way, because when I feel angry, a lot of the time I'm good at helping myself ground and release it and go out into Mother Nature, walk on the beach, talk about it constructively. But sometimes if I've got a headache and a stomach ache and there's a lot going on around me and people are trying to get my attention, I find it really hard to deal with, as does anyone. So try and give yourself a break and really be kinder to yourself. And make people aware around you if they're willing to listen. Of course, they're not always going to be willing to listen, that what's going on right now is of super importance to everyone, because this is a life-changing event, whether you believe it or not. Things are heating up and we are being pushed in all directions to change our life. One of the main influences in our life is the government, and there's been so much going on with them trying to push us beyond our limitations financially in every country. Well, in most countries. I know some countries do not do that, but in most countries people are feeling very affected by this and have finally decided to stand up for their rights, and rightly so, and keep doing it, because this will continue unless we stand up and allow ourselves to be heard and change our government, because only we can do that. And change only begins when you change within yourself. If you're always accepting of everything external and then you wonder why shit keeps happening in your life, that you just got to look and see, well, why do I accept this? Why do I allow this to continue? So it is a time to stand your ground and be firm and control your power, and do not allow others to knock you down. You know, and anyone who is doing the knocking is going to feel that they can no longer push the power beyond themselves, because it is the time of change and everyone is in need of addressing certain things in their life. Now, I'm going to put an article helping you all below how to look at this eclipse, because it's really important you do not look directly at the sunlight, and especially protect your children. Hopefully the schools or maybe people you know will have already told you this, and you can buy special glasses, of course, which can cost a lot of money, but there are cheaper ways of doing it. You can make things really simply yourself. And I'm not going to go into detail now. As I say, I'm going to put an article below that will teach you how to do all of this. And it'll also give you the information on times. And hopefully we'll be blessed with the weather as well on Friday. And we'll all get a chance to witness this amazing event. And it's also Spring Equinox, called Ostara or Ostara. And it's connected to bringing the spring in, bringing more love in, bringing growth into Mother Earth. So important to get out there and look at the birds in the sky. If you happen to be in a forest, watch the birds nesting. Look at all the beautiful flowers that are starting to grow and the trees are starting to bud. I noticed myself, if you watched my last vlog, my pear tree is beginning to bud. It's so wonderful, absolutely love it. And there's so many beautiful things outside. And I suppose my message today really is, do yourself a favour. Try not to let your life take over too much. Make personal time. Look after yourself. Because if you do not look after yourself, that's when things start to fall apart. So address ideas in your mind, or if you have very stringent ways of looking at things, maybe it's time to change that. And certainly release any hate or guilt or fear or anything that is inside of you right now that you feel uncomfortable with. Write it all down. The easiest way to do this is write it all down. Burn it. And then go to the seaside and release it, or bury it in the forest up against a tree somewhere. Do it safely and try and be aware to look after Mother Nature, of course. So nothing that can't be recycled, don't bury it or don't throw it in the sea. And really be aware that that's where we're at right now. We're coming into this new age where we need to get back to our roots. And our roots is our Mother Earth, looking after her, caring for her, understanding that without her we don't have a life. So in order to have a good life, we must look after her. And we were blessed with this beautiful sun that gives her life, her male counterpart, the yin and the yang. And that's what it's about right now. And it's about addressing balance in our life and no longer accepting things that are unbalanced, no longer promoting things that are unbalanced or unbiased, but also trying to have a laugh, try and lighten up, try and be aware of the comedy in life and how some days we just take it all too seriously, and in the blink of an eye we could be gone. If our sun decided to have a massive eruption, a huge flare, our planet would disappear so fast we wouldn't even know it was happening. So remember that when you're getting a little bit too serious, and understand that we need to have fun. So today being St. Patrick's Day is why I decided to fill you in on a little bit of information. Everything else, please do your own research. But St. Patrick's Day typically is marked with a lot of fun because there will be parades of funny looking floats with different things on them, and maybe funny movies on the TV, lucky leprechauns and all of that. So watch a funny movie, spend some time with friends laughing, have some fun with your family, lighten up. And if there's still a lot of pain and fear inside of you, please, 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 please do a release ritual before the new moon on Friday. And if you follow me on Facebook, you can scroll down my page. There's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of information. If you can be bothered to give yourself half an hour to watch some things or read some things that I have put up. And you can always contact me directly if you want to buy a spell or talk to me about doing a ritual that I can create for you. And I'll give you a list of prices and different things that you can avail of from me directly. So I'm going to leave you with that today. I'm wishing you all a beautiful and wonderful week, and I hope that most of you get to witness some of this beautiful eclipse that is happening on Friday, and mark it with a celebration, with a new beginning. It's time to move on to a brighter and better future and leave all the things that bother you behind. So I'm going to bless you one more time and send you on your merry way, and hopefully you watch this video to the end to get a blessing. There you go. Just cleansing my aura and sending you brightest blessings and much love. May you have a wonderful, happy, peaceful day wherever you are. Much love. Namaste.